All right. This is my assignment for number four. A lot of it is Zelda based, I'll be honest. So if you go through this and you're not really understanding what's going on, um, I wanted to highlight a couple sections from here. Um, some that I had trouble with, and some that I definitely had some fun with. So we'll start with this one for Question 5, create a new array called named links, write a loop to iterate over the previous created names array, and add the length of each name to the names length array, for example. And then we have our names array, and then let names equal this. So I created my names array right here in my names. Essentially, what they want us to do is to push names length into names array. I had some trouble with this one and because I wasn't for a second there, I didn't know which operator to use to push them into the array. But I have my handy dandy notebook here that helps me with that because anytime I see an operator, I write it down and I say what it does, which has helped me a lot. Thank you, Pass away. Anyways, and then the one part that I had the most trouble with on here is the finding out the sum of the names between both. Well, afterwards, it was just one array that I wanted to figure out the arrays because all of them were into one array now, and names length had nothing in it. So, what I was doing is I was adding them together, but I kept getting nan, and I didn't really know why I was getting nan, until handy dandy Stack Overflow helped me to understand that I wasn't separating them by strings and numbers, and that if it was a string and a number added together, you're going to get nan because the computer doesn't know what to do when you're adding numbers and strings together, especially JavaScript doesn't know. Um, then what else did I? Then we get into question 9, and all of my Zelda RAM page went off on this. So essentially, in the game Breath of the Wild and in Tears of the Kingdom, Link has a set amount of items that he can carry, but he can carry a stupid amount of items. He can carry 20 weapons, 14 bows, 5,994 arrows, 100 shields, 138,861 items, and then the list just goes on and on. So, a lot of items, correct. So I created the array Link can carry, and then I created another variable called link big strong and set it equal to 0 so that it could be interchangeable between my function. So I have link big strong and link can carry index. So every value of link can carry is being added to link big strong. So I'm adding the sum of all the elements together essentially. And essentially, if 100, well, link big strong is less than 100, then console log will print out false. Else console log is going to print out true. If the sum is not bigger than 100, link no strong. So I called the function sum no hundy, because sum is no 100. And I like hundy because I think it's funny. Then I added for question 10, it was to have an array of numbers and to have the average of those numbers. So I had a bonus stats, which is just a basic horse you can get in the game and one of the better horses in the game. So I had I off the top of my head, I knew a couple of them. I just didn't know the rest. So I kind of guessed. Okay, okay. Anyways, so the function is called average of numbers. I didn't put any parameters in this one just because it was just going to be set in stone for bonus stats. Then I kind of got creative with it, and for the next one, I used bonus stats and Xant stats, another horse. And if the sum of these averages, if Epona's is larger than Xant's, then it will come out as true. But if it's not, then Xant is stronger, more superior. It'll be false. So the average of horse stats prints false. I had and then my very last problem, I'm very excited about this one actually. Uh, so I wanted to do something more random because I've been kind of addicted to Zelda recently. Um, so I let Link's hearts equal 5. I want to figure out how I can make the hearts like fluctuate depending on what point of the game that you're in, which is something I'll work on more in the future. But for now, this is what this looks like. We have Link's hearts equal to 5, right? We have enemies equal to a bunch of free enemies on here. And if you don't play Zelda, this means nothing to you, and I completely understand that. And then we have our random enemy, which gets a random index, well, a random element number from the list, an array, and length. And then what we have to do in here is get that number from the random enemy array that we made here. Well, not really array, but variable that we made here. And we put that into here so that if that random variable that is chosen is equal to either Lionel or Gleeok, Link has died. Or if his hearts are less than 3, which honestly, there's no real reason why I put the hearts in. It's just for giggles, for shits and giggles. But if the monsters are not a Lionel and a Gleeok, Link is a murderer because he probably killed those monsters. Which I want to show you the results. We go to screen 1, and then we go over here, and then we hit share. So right now we have it set to Link is a murderer. But if we do a little refreshing, Link has died. So he either got killed by a Lionel or a Gleeok, which for him, I hope it's not a Gleeok. I would hope it's a Lionel because Gleeoks are hard. All right, and then we're going to show off my repository. I have my README page with my assignments. Well, not my assignments, but the questions all written out here. And then I have my assignment page with all of my code put into that. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that, me and my rambling. All right. Bye.